Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever season's podcast. It is your host with the most, Clouds P. And I just want to give you a quick introduction to what we are and what we do. We're an uncensored football talk show where we just talk football, and football. I'm here with my lovely friends, co-workers, teammates. I got my boy Harry to my left and my boy Adele with me. We are missing someone, but he will be with us next week. So, quickly, before we start talking football, I just want to introduce myself. My name's Claudio. Favourite team, I support Chelsea. Favourite player from the past, probably R9, Fat Ronaldo. Current favourite player, except for Messi, because we all know he's the GOAT, right or wrong?
Meh.
Oh,
Right.
debatable.
Very right.
But probably Hazard, being a Chelsea fan. And the best game I've ever seen, Chelsea winning the Champions League. Or Portugal against France. That was impressive.
Very
I can see
impressive
Harry's
indeed.
face. He didn't appreciate Portugal's win. But
No comment.
alright, over to you, Harry. Introduce yourself.
So I'm Harry. I'm another Chelsea fan, so quite biased a week already. My favourite player from the past, I'd probably say Francesco Totti, and present, I'd probably say Azpilicueta. Obviously, you can play anywhere in the back. And my favourite game that I've personally been to is Chelsea v Napoli when we won 4-3 in extra time. I'll never forget that game and all the atmosphere.
Was that when Cavani was still there?
Cavani,
Lavezzi, yeah, that was crazy.
Hamsik, all of them, the trio.
Yeah.
Incredible game. Adele.
Yeah, man. My name's Adele. Obviously, as you can see, I'm got two Chelsea fans beside me, so I've been kind of robbed this week. But I'm a Manchester United fan, through and through. Basically, my favourite player from the past, I'd say, is Paolo Maldini. I'm a defensive player, always have been. The art of defending is what I look at, and at the minute in time, my present favourite, I'd say, is Eric Bailly.
So before you go on to your favourite game you've ever seen, Maldini, best defender ever, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Harry? Maybe you got Cannavaro.
Do you know what? I'm going to agree as well.
Yeah?
He
You're
is.
not going to bring up John Terry?
No.
He's up there, but Maldini's like the.
Alright, so
the pinnacle.
before anything, best defensive partnership ever.
John Terry and Cavalli.
Oh,
15 goals conceded.
nah,
Vidic and Rio, no?
Yeah, Vidic.
Sorry, the stats and the all that stuff is behind the Terry and Carvalho thing of 04 and 05.
Vidic, Rio, Bulldogs, absolute Bulldogs.
Second, easy, but first
Yeah,
one.
no, I'd say Vidic and Rio for me, but I'm that could be biased, man. I'm a United fan.
We're all going to be biased.
Yeah, but again, my most favourite game I'd ever witnessed could easily be Manchester United Chelsea Moscow in 2008.
Let's not bring it up.
Or
Leave it out.
that slip by Terry. Also, I could say France-Italy World Cup 2006. Again, great memories of growing up watching football and just watching the arts of football being built and watching Zidane in action that night. And then obviously,
His head what?
yeah, but we don't talk about him for that. But we talk about the art of what that night come down to, and that was to celebrate his career. And unfortunately, it didn't go his way. But again, it's one of those games that will always be in my head.
Do you think that's hindered Zidane's career in any way? That headbutt in the final and then
I
going
think
out
it
like
cost
that.
them the final.
It cost them the final, but unfortunately, I don't think it hindered his legacy.
I
Yeah.
agree completely.
I don't think it hindered his legacy. He's still remembered as one of the greatest midfielders of all time.
Yeah, regardless, definitely.
So, and now he's moved into management with Real Madrid, and he's still continuing that on. I think he will leave a mark in football that no one else could have ever done.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, boys, for the introduction. Hopefully, our fans are going to get a little bit more insight into who we are as people. But also, guys, if you do have any questions, feel free to hit us up on our Twitter @SeasonsPod. Shameless plug. But yeah, so my first question I want to bring to the table was the winners of the transfer market. Winners and losers, in fact. Let's start in the Premier League first. Who do you lot believe won the transfer market?
One, I'd say, at the minute, it's Man United and Man City.
Okay.
And I'd say, again, it's reflected at the minute in time in the league positions. City have bought in a lot of players. They've invested heavily in the market. like they've done over the past few seasons. But this year, there's something about that squad which is coming together. It's gelling. But this is the only time you'll ever hear me talk about City like this. So yeah, again, like I said, United are the same. They've invested heavily into the team once again, but again, it's all going to come down to the end, and that's when we'll know who won in this market.
Well, would you base it off like being a winner, how they're doing in the season, or just the players they've signed? Because I'd say Everton would be a winner, but this season they're shit.
Exactly.
Before you start on your point, how about West Ham? West Ham's, didn't they sign significantly
But it's West Ham. If any player goes West Ham, I go, they're not West Ham.
But alright, so quickly,
let's bring up. They could sign Ronaldo, and I'd be like,
fair enough. But let's put this into perspective, yeah? They signed Hernandez, yeah? He's a quality striker. He can easily walk into a lot of teams. They've got Arnautovic. Fair enough, he's got a hot head.
Overrated.
He's okay, I agree, he's a hot head, but he is proven in the Premier League.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? So, does that... Maybe it doesn't compare to an Everton, who have bought well, let's just say, but they haven't seemed to apply it into their game.
That's a Coleman issue, not the players.
Okay,
issue.
So you think it's down to the manager?
Yeah, he's having a bit of a slip up, but hopefully he can turn it around because they think Coleman's a good manager.
Yeah. So I guess, like, the criteria is subjective.
Yeah. So if you're saying how they're doing in position, then obviously you'd say Man United, Man City, Chelsea to an extent, but then like if you're saying like Everton, who spent a lot but bought really good players, are doing well, then technically they're a loser because they're doing quite crap.
The point of the whole transfer market situation is to better your squad and in turn, which will better your league position. But I don't think you could be classed as a winner in the window if that's not being reflected in your performances as a team. So again, like I said, yes, you might have spent all this money reflected into your squads, but at the end of the day, if you aren't challenging for anything, or if you're not doing better than you did last season, then I don't think you're classed as a winner in this window.
What about Tottenham? Spent minimal, bought maybe a defender and from others, and they're still doing quite well considering Man United and City spent 200 million.
Yeah, no, 100%. But the thing with Tottenham is their squad is nurtured from across a load of seasons. They've brought Kane up from the youth team. Dele Alli's come in from MK Dons the season after. You've got Alderweireld. You've got all these sort of players coming in. Kyle Walker decided to leave and jump ship to City. And then Kieran Trippier's had to step up.
They bought Aurier. Doing really well, by the way, because my fantasy team is proof of that.
So yeah, they brought Aurier in.
Shouldn't that be a lesson to Man City and Man United that you shouldn't be spending 250 million a season just to win the league?
But again, one thing I will happily say is that Tottenham won't be winning anything.
Oh, I completely agree. But then I'll reverse that on its head. Yeah, Chelsea last season, Conte brought in Kante only and one or two other people. Alonso, who at the start of the season, as a Chelsea fan, I was like, "What the hell are we doing?" He won the league, 30 wins, another record for Chelsea.
And again, when it comes down to
spending minimal,
obviously he spent minimal, but he that was the squad that 2 years ago had won the league very comfortably. Yes, there was a breakdown in relationship between the squad and Mourinho, but at the end of the day, Conte's come in with a whole different philosophy and said, that's a fresh start for everyone. I'm going to bring in one or two, but this is the squad I'm sticking with. And the belief I've shown in you, please reflect it back in your performances. And he won the league that season.
Do you know what's crazy, especially about Chelsea and how they did sign minimal players? Their best transfer was probably keeping Moses.
100%. And Moses has been one of those players that have bounced around on loan how many times while Chelsea have kept him up. But again, you can say that about a lot of players.
That's a forced stay that seemed to work out though, because both of us Chelsea fans, you've got to agree with me here when you say that Moses in that team at the start of the season, you're going, what is going on? However, he's probably the only player that could play that position in the team. And luckily enough, he's actually very good in that position. You know, he's up there one of the best right back or right wing backs in the league.
Alright, so now that we're talking about the winners, we'll go into losers in a bit. Would you lot class Man City as the overall winner? Bearing in mind, they did sign the likes of Bernardo Silva, who was unreal in France. He's a starter for Portugal.
100%.
And you've got players like Kyle Walker, who's arguably the best right back in the league.
However, the value they bought him for was one I didn't agree with, but okay.
You got the likes of Mendy, Danilo, Edison.
Yeah, that's what 250 million plus gets you. Do you know what I mean?
So do you think it was money well spent, or do you think they've been robbed, so to say?
Well,
I'd say
Man City, money's not an issue. So
yeah,
I mean,
I'd say it's money well spent because
Money
for the
well
very
spent.
first time in
They
a
look
while,
good.
they're challenging on more than one front.
let's remember this though. Last season they won 8 games, 10 games in a row, whatever it was, and they absolutely fucked it. So
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
100%.
We're
But
still, what are we in the Premier League? 8 now, 7, 8. I don't remember.
yeah, it's like week 9 we're going
Yeah,
into.
we're going to week 9, so there you go. So this might be the point where they just absolutely U-turn it and do shit.
Yeah, but again, that's what squad rotation's about,
Oh,
That's
fully.
the
and
biggest
squad
point.
depth
Yeah.
and all sorts. And I think Guardiola's learned a heavy lesson from last season where he realised this league is not a walkover. This is not Spain. This is not Germany. This is England, and you will go to Stoke away, and you might lose 1-0 on a wet Tuesday night. And
I don't think that'll be happening. It's 7-2
yeah.
in Manchester, so you know.
so yeah, again, like I said, I think he's learned his lesson. He's reinvested in his squad. He's got rid of players that were deadwood, and again, I think for the very first time in a while, City's one of those teams that will challenge on more than one front.
So all right, so I think we can all come to the agreement that one of the winners of the transfer market in the Premier League is Manchester City.
100%.
Yeah, right.
Agreed.
How about Watford?
Oh, good
Yeah,
point.
I'd say a winner, but like just because of players like obviously Richarlison, which was linked with everybody, and then somehow ended up at Watford. But in a sense,
Andre Gray.
oh, of course,
Yeah.
But like, I think Richarlison, or whatever his blooming name is a prime example because Chelsea wanted him.
wanted him, exactly.
Every bloody team wanted him, but he went to a team where he's going to start week in, week out. So in the sense of his career development, it's like the best move, and also he's showing Watford some that's why I was worth X amount.
And it's not even that. I think, although it's not a player-related transfer, Marco Silva was a brilliant addition to the team. We saw what he was capable of prior to joining
he
Watford.
nearly kept Hull up, yeah.
Exactly.
Give him props for that.
He gave Sporting Lisbon their first cup in however long, and he's living proof that he is a good manager. So-
Watford will definitely start this season,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, where are they now on the table? Are they like 4th, 5th? They're up there.
Yeah, they're 4th.
Yeah.
Jesus
So-
Christ.
Can you imagine?
So yeah, they've strung together a few wins. So.
Also, I mean, obviously he's out now, but like Chalobah and
Yeah,
Decore
exactly.
were making quite a nice partnership, like a B-Tech version of Bakayoko and Kante.
There comes the bias.
Always
opinion.
refers back to Chelsea, eh?
Hey, no, that's the God's best, isn't it?
All right, so we've got the likes of Man City, Watford as the winners, losers in the Prem.
Arsenal.
Arsenal, Chelsea a loser,
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
Left at last minute and kind of salvaged. I'd say more winner than a loser, but it's like 51-49, if you know what I mean.
Do you think it's highly dependent on the lack of squad depth? They needed to buy a lot
but-
more than what they did.
I was reading an article the other day and it was saying like, why is Conte complaining when he loaned out players like Loftus-Cheek and sold Chalobah and stuff? It's like, well, yeah, fair point, isn't it? What's the point of you complaining if you're loaning all these players out and keep them in the team?
Yeah.
I think the lack of waiting to sign a right wing back and not having a left wing back replacement is poor.
Yeah.
But besides that, I think we did quite well. Like I wasn't too happy with Morata, but then he's proved me completely wrong, which I love. So it's not too bad. It's just the injury thing.
You did mention Arsenal, Adele.
I mentioned Arsenal on the fact that last season they finished 5th.
Well, it's
That's
Arsenal, isn't it?
that's the first time. The first time they finished out the top 4 in Wenger's reign.
17 years, I think it is.
Yeah, so that was one of the reasons why I'd say they needed to reinvest. Again, fans weren't happy with what they got given last season.
I'm happy for decades.
Alexis and Ozil are holding them in a chokehold during the contract negotiations at the minute, and they didn't reinvest what they needed to. And did they make one signing?
Lacazette.
Yeah, so
and Kolasinac.
yeah, so they made so they made 2 signings and paid for 1. So all in all, they got a striker and didn't reinvest in their defence, and it's showing. Mertesack's retiring at the end of the season. Bellerin is more interested in announcing Mobile Award nominations.
Shout out to the mobiles.
So yeah,
I didn't even know that.
it's absolutely crazy. Their left back's playing centre back, and it's all jigsawy at the minute.
But fair enough. I'm assuming you're speaking on Monreal.
Yeah,
he is doing pretty well in that position.
he is, but
He has been a standout.
I'd put a 10 on it right now. If Wenger went and they brought a new manager, that team could get top 4.
it could easily.
Do you think that's highly dependent on Ozil and Sanchez staying?
Yes, and they're not staying.
It's also the manager. The players are like, fuck this guy. Like, you know what I mean? We're not really motivated. We're not doing well under him. So, you know, like, obviously all teams, when they get a new manager, tend to do quite well. So, Leicester last season under Shakespeare killed it. Saved them.
Here's one for you lot. Leicester City.
Okay.
How have they done in the transfer market? Bearing in mind they won the title 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't even think who they really signed.
Iheanacho being probably the most prominent player.
Yeah, but what has he done?
Exactly. So would you class them as a loser?
I'd say
I would.
I would as well.
Because I'm assuming they have bank. Do you know what I mean? They've got money.
They're playing Okazaki over. I mean, Okazaki, I think he's a baller person.
Yeah, but how about a striker in Slimani who, alright, fair enough, it's Portuguese league, but he was like top.
Is he injured or something? Cause I don't,
no, he's not.
He's not. Playing him.
And I read that he was supposed to sign for Watford. Marco Silva wanted him at Watford because they obviously played together.
Yeah.
Well, they played together. Marco Silva coached Slimani at Sporting, but that didn't come through. And now he's sitting on the bench. And how much was he? He was like 30 million.
35.
35. He was a very expensive signing, and he's sitting on the bench.
I think Leicester City have a lot of deadwood in their team, and I think they're living in the past with that league win. And I think that the problem isn't the manager, which they recently sacked, which I really didn't agree with.
It's been poor though.
Yeah, but it's more.
I saw something where he has like nearly as many home wins or whatever as all the top teams in England.
But it's more down to the owners, man.
Past 17 games, won like 3 games.
All right, so
silly.
So let me propose something to you. So say for example, Leicester come at you with a 30 million bid, but so do the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City. Why would you want to go to Leicester instead of one of these bigger teams?
Maybe we should start.
Yeah, but again, the whole problem with Leicester was that when they won the league, it was always going to go downhill from there. They had their party, Vardy party, and eventually it got to the point where they were still in that honeymoon stage. They've won the league, everything like that, and they were in the Champions League, and it was all a dream, and literally
They did quite well in the Champions League.
They really did.
Finals. They got quite easy thing on giving games. I'll give them that, but it's still impressive. They got all the way up to the quarters.
And literally they just got dropped straight back down this season, and it's just again, I don't think Claudio Ranieri should have been sacked anyway.
Well, look at
I think
that
guy.
League.
Yeah, I think that guy should have been given the keys to the City.
Everyone thought that, but you know what I mean.
I think they owed him some sort of loyalty. They told him top 10. He got them the league.
Yeah.
The league.
Football's a tricky sport though, because we see even, alright, fair enough, Chelsea's on a higher scale, but sacking a manager like Mourinho, fair enough, he
Chelsea's
did lose the
probably
changing
one of the
room,
only clubs in the world that has been able to sack a manager every season and win the league every other season.
Yeah.
Name me another club that does that. You can't.
Yeah.
Abramovich, he's got a trigger finger, but he seems to hire the right guy to win the job, to win the title every other season, or at least a trophy.
Yeah.
I think. I can't think the last season when we didn't win anything. Actually, no, 2014, the shit season we had. We finished 10th. That was the only season when we didn't actually win a trophy, I believe, since our takeover. So that kind of says it all there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, alright, so still on the loser subject, the likes of West Ham, Everton, where do they stand?
Well,
I believe Everton are a loser in this one.
Yeah, if I'm like Adele said, if you're going off where they are in the league, okay, fair enough. But if you're going off who they signed, they are like probably up there with City and United. The signings they've got, I have to admit, a lot of money. Like Sigurdsson, 47, wasn't it?
Yeah, I disagree.
Jesus Christ!
If you spend that much on a player, he should personally not have more than 4 bad games a season.
Okay, that's a crazy criteria.
I agree.
And the reason I'd say that is the money invested in Sigurdsson and the amount of time that saga played out. I'd happily say he can't have more than 4 bad games a season.
Here's one for you. You paid how much for Pogba and how shit was he last season?
No.
Shit.
No.
There you go. No. Just, I'm putting it on your head, innit?
Okay, cool. Pogba didn't have his greatest season, but I'd happily say he didn't have a bad season either.
Alright.
And the reason I'd say that...
Pogba wasn't Pogba, though. If you look at him now, Juventus, I mean, don't be wrong, again, we're going off like he hasn't played.
Do you think he's better under Mourinho?
100%.
It hasn't been long enough for me. I'd say no.
Long enough. But let's give our respects. Like, he is injured. Get well soon, Pogba.
come back soon.
Do you think that's a hindrance in the United team not having Pogba?
Yeah.
You think he makes a massive difference?
It's a seeping hole at the minute.
The rest of their DMs are centre mids are too defensive. They don't have an attacker there. They turned Herrera, who could have been a Pogba type, into a DM. So now they literally don't have anyone.
I can't lie. I nearly fell asleep during that match yesterday.
I don't blame you.
I think you lot were lucky to win that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was just
fair enough.
Young goalie.
So boys, I need your losers of the transfer market. Winner and loser, Harry. Go on.
My top one for each one.
Yeah.
All right, I'd say City for the winner.
Yeah.
And I'd probably say, not going with Adele on like where they are in the league. I'll go with West Ham. I'd say.
Okay.
Poor signings. And it's just West Ham as well. That's another reason I just don't think their signings really click. Like you said, the players are good, but when they go to a team like West Ham, it doesn't look where they are.
Yeah.
Again, you could say manager issues.
I'd say City again for the winner. But again, that's got a big question mark for me, depending on how they do this season. And I'd say Everton. Everton.
Yeah. Well, my opinion, I do think it is between Watford and City, but just to be a bit different, I will say Watford gets my top pick. Playing good football. They're scraping wins, the West Broms, and that's what you need to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying they're going to get Europa League. I'm not saying they're going to get Champions League. I'm not going to say, do you know what I mean? But they are going to do well, regardless. And I think the losers has to be between probably West Ham's, the Evertons, maybe even Chelsea. For what Chelsea is supposed to be doing in the league and Champions League, we saw what happened against Roma, 3-3. The lack in squad depth is frightening. But that's my opinion.
Fair play.
But yeah, well, now that we've got that over and done with, boys, what are your Premier League predictions? So let's start off with top 5. Who do you think will come first, second, third, fourth, and fifth?
Specific order, yeah?
Specific order.
Shit, I'm going to go City, United, Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Yeah. Arsenal like 6th, off the bat.
United win the league.
Is that a bias? Hey? Is that a biased opinion though?
No, I think we could. We're going to get knocked out of the Champions League, and we're not going to take any other trophy seriously, and we're going to go for the league.
That's interesting.
Bearing in mind, you've won every single game.
Yeah.
In the Champions League.
So
look at their group. So
I agree. I
think we're going to bump into someone like Real Madrid or whoever in the last 16
and
of the quarterfinals, and they're just going to kill us. And
some big teams.
And actually, I don't mind. I don't mind because we can go for Champions League next season. But I want that league trophy back at Old Trafford.
As a United fan, do you think it's more important to get back on the Premier League trophy and have it stamped?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
They have not.
It's been too long.
5 years.
It's been too long.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's 5 years.
4 years. 4. It's at least 4.
3.
No, definitely 4.
3 or 4.
Go on, someone has to search it quickly.
2012-13 was the season we won it.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
I'll bring it back next week if you're wrong.
Yeah, 2012-13 season.
Yeah, 4 years actually.
All right. Go on, carry on.
So I say United to win the league, City to come second. No more Aguero. None of that. We'll win the league this year. City second. I'd say Chelsea third.
About to say.
All right.
Chelsea third.
Fourth
is quite hard. I'd say.
I think Tottenham.
Yeah. Tottenham fourth. Arsenal fifth.
You think Arsenal fifth?
Arsenal fifth. And
ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool have been up and down, but Liverpool.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, I think Liverpool are going to lose the engine room soon.
I do think there's too many defensive frailties at the back. Like Liverpool's defence. Like I said, I always bring this up, especially when talking about Liverpool.
Look,
they just have to score more than they concede. If they concede 4 goals, they have to score 5 or 6.
Don't get me wrong, they'll lose to Burnley 1 week, but they'll go play United or Chelsea and
get a result.
Yeah, they'll get the points. I think statistically, since Klopp started or whatever it is, they are the best against the top 6 teams by like a quite a nice way. And then I think United are not very good. Chelsea haven't been under Conte. Well, actually, no, they're all right. Actually, that's a lie. But Arsenal being the worst, obviously, literally lose every game. But still.
So who did you have 5th?
I had Liverpool.
Liverpool. So you're saying Arsenal 6th?
Arsenal, and
if they're lucky to get 6th.
They'll get 6th.
Okay.
They'll be out. Wenger will be out the door.
Yeah.
I think he'll go down to the last. I think he'll go to the end of the season for 5th and 6th.
If Arsenal get 6th, I think the fans will riot.
I do think
they won't get Champions League again. I'll put £10 on it right now. Anyone want to go?
I think they'll do what we did last season and win the Europa League, and that's their route back in.
I don't think they'll win the Europa League. If Atletico go there, for example, I mean they won't, because I think they'll overtake Roma.
Horrible result, by the way, last night.
Yeah, shocking. But I think
I
they'll
feel like
meet a
they got
bigger
held as
they'll
well.
meet a bigger team. Let's say in like the semis or the quarters and get knocked out. They're not. Haven't got balls. They'd lose to Celtic if Celtic had some nut. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal just lack something.
Yeah, I do agree. Well, for me, I think Man City have to be favourites for the league. The way they're obviously we've already seen a couple of weeks of the Prem. We've seen what they've been doing in Champions League. Man City look unstoppable. They are arguably the best team in Europe at the moment.
Arguably, yes.
Arguably. Well, in my opinion, I think they are the best team. For me, it was between Man City and Napoli, and we saw what happened.
PSG.
Yeah, but remember, PSG have already slipped up in.
I hate the club, but PSG are.
Yeah.
They're potent, lethal, literally punish you.
I do think the Premier League will go up north. I do think it'll be Manchester, but I do think Man City will edge it. I think United will probably get second, but that also depends because you lot's injury list is quite extensive, so that might creep up.
Aren't people up for quite a while?
I just can't believe that Ibrahimovic is back soon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you think he'll add to the squad?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
He'll start here and there though, won't he? Like Lukaku's the guy.
But
Unless Lukaku breaks his toe or something.
No.
He ain't gonna restart.
This is
Do
the
you
thing.
play them together?
That's not happening.
God,
but
no.
however, one thing I would say is that Lukaku's now coming to the point of the season where he needs a rest. So, and not to burn him out, just to control him a little bit. I think he needs game rotation, and that's where Ibrahimovic comes in. And with his goals and Lukaku's goals, boy,
The thing
we're
I'll
in
give
for
you,
one hell of a season.
Ibra will play the cup games and the rest of the Champions League games once they're through. That's what they'll do. So basically, Ibra will probably play the rest of a couple more Champions League games, and that'll be it. And then play the league games. I don't see him. Sorry, the League Cup games and stuff like that. I don't see him really starting in the Premier League or big matches. Like, there's no need. Lukaku kind of,
When does Ibrahimovic back? Do you know?
Ibrahimovic, from what I know, he's back in training first week of November.
All right. So with this being said, why not play Rashford up top? Why does Mourinho insist with starting the boy out on the left when you have the player like Martial with endless talent, who's a left mid? Rashford's originally a striker. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Being a United fan, if you're saying Lukaku needs the rest, why not stick Rashford up top, play Martial on the left?
Because Martial's inconsistent. And that's just what it comes down to. And
also, Rashford can't score a goal.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's
and
hard.
Rashford can't finish, but
Is that fair to say, bearing in mind he holds all these records?
he holds all these records, but that's what he's motivated by.
Okay.
That's what he's motivated by. But if you watch a 90-minute game and the amount of chances he misses and the frustration from the fans, you could see why.
Compare him to Gabriel Jesus, yeah. Gabriel Jesus has got the
Deadly striker.
positioning on him by tenfold. There's one. He's got the finish. Gabriel Jesus will take 10 shots in a game and score 1 or 2. Rashford will take 10 shots and won't score 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
I think 10's a bit too much.
You know,
I do think in 10 they will
I'm
both
using it
score.
as an example.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? They take Gabriel Jesus a striker. I like that type of striker. He'll take lots of shots, miss a few. You do get like, come on, why hasn't he scored? But he'll get a goal. He will get a goal. Rashford, he won't necessarily get a goal. That's his issue. Also on the wing, he's got bloody good dribbling.
And he's quick.
Like last night, you see, I don't remember. Was it Salvio at right back or the right wing or something?
Yeah,
Literally just sent into the bin.
Yeah.
He was on the floor and he was going through. Beautiful dribbling.
I do think Martial needs to be rotated often because he does get too comfortable and it gets to a point where he doesn't challenge himself. And so I think that's where Mourinho's starting to rotate him and all sorts, so he can just win his place back and just get him hungry again, ready to go and firing.
Yeah. Let me carry on my list quickly. Man City top, United second. I think Chelsea will struggle, but they will get third. I do think they'll get
I'll be
third.
surprised if they don't.
Fourth, I think Spurs need to pick up at home. I think
Their home's away.
Yeah, fair enough. But if they do start performing at Wembley, I do think they'll get fourth. Fifth, I'm going to have to give it to Liverpool.
I thought so.
I'm going to have to give it to Liverpool. I don't think Arsenal... Fair enough, Arsenal got that result against Chelsea. I think Arsenal's main priority, in my personal opinion, with the squad they have, with Wenger in command, I do think they have to try and win that Europa League. They've got to do a United. They have to do a United.
And a Chelsea.
And a Chelsea. I
From
think that's the only way they're going to get into the
2013.
Champions League. That's my opinion. Those are my top 5. All right. Relegation candidates.
I hate to say it.
This is hard.
Palace.
Palace.
Palace going down?
Palace will go down.
No,
Roy's a G, but
I think I'd like to think that Roy could save him.
they beat us with Chelsea, but like that, it was just Chelsea being.
How do you feel about that?
Us losing?
Yeah.
oh, it was shambolic. But it's.
It hurts more knowing that they haven't scored one goal.
But we lost to them last season, so I'd say Crystal Palace. I can see.
I think Brighton's going down, boys.
Do you know what? I say Bournemouth.
I think Brighton's going down.
I think Brighton's going down. Their team is not cut out for the Premier.
They are 14th,
Yeah, but
don't get me wrong. It's like
I don't think.
obviously.
I don't think. Yeah.
I think Brighton's going down. I
But why
think
not Huddersfield?
Leicester's going down.
But Huddersfield's been doing well. They've been getting results, and I think they grabbed wins early on. That's what's most important.
But Huddersfield are 12th with 9 points. Brighton are 14th with 8 points.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean?
watching them play,
same goal
play,
difference, same everything. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's an interesting one.
How about Leicester? They
I
go down?
think Leicester's going down.
Oh, what, you're banking on that?
I think Leicester's going down.
Seriously.
Are you alright?
I think Leicester's going down.
Okay.
And the reason I'd say so is
No way. They've got a very good team. They can
They
just
do.
swap it out quite simply, easily.
they do, but I think it's going to get to a point where they're just doomed to go down.
Do you think they were wrong in sacking their manager at this early on?
100%.
Yeah. So you think they're going to suffer?
You have a manager that saved them last season. The players
in a
believe in
sense,
him.
from their managers, their owner's point of view, 8 games in, do you know what I mean? You can bring in, let's say, Bob. Bob can turn it around very quickly and get them, mid-table, secure something. But you never know. I mean, obviously, there's all that paper talk about Ancelotti going in. That won't happen, obviously.
Nah.
But
That'd be an unbelievable accusation if Ancelotti.
oh, that'll be a robbery, but it won't happen.
Yeah.
It can't.
I was reading Sam Allardyce. He seems to be favourite.
He wants,
but he wants the USA
He
job.
wants the USA job.
Yeah.
But supposedly. That'll be interesting, though, because he'll come back and play England and fuck us over.
So go on, give me your 3 relegation candidates, boys.
I'd say Brighton, Leicester, and I'm saying Bournemouth.
You know what, yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. Your lists for winning the Prem for top 5 relegation are so trash. I don't agree with them one bit,
No, I don't either.
I
We'll
think you're crazy.
We'll see at the end of the season.
Go on, Harry. Relegation candidates.
Palace.
Yeah.
Just lacks everything. Even they could beat Chelsea, but they just lack it. Zaha's back though, so I guess that's a nice thing for them.
But Benteke's out.
Yeah, exactly. As much as I want them to stay up, I just Bournemouth. Just I don't know, something about them. They've always been teetering, and I think this.
What do you think's going to happen with Eddie Howe if they do relegate?
It'll either somehow just for the love of the club stay. It'll go Arsenal. I see it.
For a couple of 2 years now, there's always been that talk.
It doesn't matter if he does shit in a season or two because Arsenal already not doing good.
Yeah.
So he, you know what I mean. If he gets Europa League for a few seasons and then develops, he's that perfect Arsene Wenger replacement. But then my final team, I'm just going to go with like Brighton or Huddersfield. I think maybe Brighton. Maybe Brighton gone.
I do think.
But it's a hard one. They've all had decent starts though, except for obviously Bournemouth and Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
But still. It's a tricky choice.
Yeah, I think Brighton's going down. It hates me to say, bearing in mind I've just graduated from the University of Brighton, so I've got minimal ties with them. But I think they're going down. I think Palace, they're going down as well. The other team, I don't know. The other team, I have no idea.
So at the start of the season, I said Swansea to myself, but
they've got a brilliant manager though.
He's a good, Clement's a great manager, but it's I was just thinking, do you know what? It's Swansea, like how Palace have been dodging relegation for a while.
Yeah.
But they're doing quite well this season. And Tammy Abraham, like God bless his soul, is doing fantastically. So but
I think Chelsea need him to do fantastically in the Prem as well because.
Well, my issue is what happens next season when you got Morata, Bat, and Abraham. That I don't like when you've got 3 unbelievable strikers.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
I like at least 2 good ones, and then that youth prodigy. But Abraham's a bit more than the youth prodigy now, isn't he? Because he's actually banging in goals in the Premier League, isn't he? He's keeping Swansea in some nice positioning.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, boys. Here comes a little bit more fun. Top scorers.
Oh.
This again might be a bit biased.
In the league?
Yeah, in the league.
I'd say Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. Fair enough.
Again.
Yeah.
Think he can do it again.
Harry Kane and machine.
Yeah.
Absolute machine.
What's your projection for him then?
Real Madrid in like 3 years.
In 3 years. But I think they're going to come calling a lot earlier though. But I think Daniel Levy's going to hold on strong.
It'll be another 100 million player.
Yeah.
I think that's good for England, having a 100 million rated player.
Name me a better striker than Harry Kane, just out of interest.
What, in Europe? What, just in the footballing world?
Footballing world. I'm just interested in what you'd say.
Suarez.
And? No one else? I'd say no one else.
Hold on. Let me think.
For goals.
For
whatever,
goals.
Just, he's going to get you 30 a season, isn't he?
Aguero, maybe.
Not
Or
anymore.
do you think they're on par?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
But
So
Aguero,
you're saying Kane's better than Aguero? Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
But Aguero, don't ever...
No, but the thing with Aguero is he's literally he's going out.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think
he's
so.
done it. He's done it.
I think he's still there. Look at him this season. Fantastic.
Nah.
Look at him last season. Fantastic as well. It's just, I'd say Harry Kane just developed very nicely.
So Harry, do you believe Harry Kane will be top goal scorer again?
I think he will, but I'm looking at Morata like, you know what, that he's come in and doing extremely well.
So is Lukaku.
But then again, I can see, I think Lukaku's gonna. It's a 3-horse race, but I think Harry Kane and I think Lukaku might get more than Morata, but Morata's got the assist game that they both don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Morata will get let's say 15 goals, but will get 15 assists.
So you're both saying Harry Kane then,
Yeah.
top goal scorer. How many goals do you think he's going to score in Dell? Hitting 30?
32.
32.
That's a record, you know.
That's crazy.
31's the highest, you know. Ronaldo and
Yeah.
Henry and Drogba.
I think he'll be motivated to beat it.
Man, that's ridiculous.
Go on, Harry. Is he hitting 30 at least? Yes or no?
25 to 29. That's my
25 to 29.
Yeah.
Do you think it's hard? Do you think it's very hard for players in the Prem to hit the 30 plus?
If you hit 30 fucking goals, in the Premier League, you are a fucking sick striker. You're up there with Suarez. You're up there with Drogba. You're up there with Henry. You're up there with, you name it. You're up there.
Yeah.
Like last season, like a few seasons ago, the highest goal scorer was 22 goals with Harry Kane. It was a couple seasons ago. See how low that is?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, per season it depends. So if you're getting 30, 25 plus even, it's impressive.
And you know what? We've seen it already. We've already seen this season, like Harry Kane do stupid stuff. You know what I mean? We've seen him score goals. Like he's an amazing player.
In the Champions League.
And he's bound to leave Tottenham. And plus, Tottenham are not going to pay the money he wants.
Well, it's you look at that team and you go,
especially the new stadium they're building.
What's the funny thing again? It's like Vertonghen or Alderweireld's on like 30 or 40k, and then you got Lovren on 100. Like, what is going on?
Yeah,
that is a joke.
But somehow Spurs are managing to keep these players.
Danny Rose is wanting to leave. Like you can tell he wants to leave.
But did he leave?
No, but
Toby wanted to leave. Did he leave? No.
But if you're a player and you're classed as the best, like better left back in the Premier League than Danny Rose, not many.
No.
Exactly, and most teams, Chelsea would take him.
Yeah.
City
I wanted him.
If Mendy didn't go,
do you know who?
City
But you know who's a good one person I put up there? Maybe not.
United would buy him.
Not better than Danny Rose, but our old boy, Bertrand.
He's a solid player.
Yeah.
Give you that.
He's not European quality though, is he?
He won the Champions League.
He won the Champions League. He put what's his name? Was it Robin in his back pocket for like 90 minutes, 70 minutes?
Yeah.
So, but still.
So what? You're both saying Harry Kane, top goal scorer once again.
Luke Chadwick's won the Champions League.
I don't even know who that is. That's how bad that is.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm probably going to agree with you. Look, I do think it's going to be Harry Kane. He seems to be the fittest, but I do think he's going to have heavy competition with Lukaku in particular, and probably Morata. I think them three. It's a 3-horse race.
I'd say Lacazette would have been up there, but it's just Arsenal been shit.
Yeah, it's the problem.
I don't think he would have got top scorer, but I thought he'd be impressive. But he gets goals, but it's just Arsenal are just lackluster.
Yeah.
Like it's just not good.
All right, we've got top goal scorers, king of assists.
De Bruyne, full stop.
But is it because we've already seen it? Like we're already 8 games in, 9 games in, and we're seeing De Bruyne do all of this. Do you think he'll carry it on throughout the whole season?
I've been rating De Bruyne since we first signed him from Genk.
Yeah.
Genk. Yeah, it was Genk. But Mourinho obviously, gave him that one game to shine, and he just wasn't really on it. So then we sold him to Wolfsburg. Him going to Wolfsburg was the best thing he's ever done. Trust me, he is arguably the best midfielder in the world
at the moment.
Right, yeah, right now.
Yeah. But do you think he'll carry on? Well, he's doing it at the moment.
But they're playing
in a deeper
They're basically
role.
playing in DM, and he's picking goals and assists. So yeah, no, he will.
Yeah.
I'd
say De Bruyne would be a top assister.
Then again, though, Mkhitaryan, he's slowed down.
But he's
horrible.
Down. Yeah.
But he's still got.
He needs some time on the bench, I think.
Do you think it's coming to that point where your players are getting a bit tired now?
Once you keep putting out the same 11
but all you do
for about 5 weeks, 6 weeks straight,
part of the bus, really, though.
So let me throw some names out there for you, lot. Yeah, Hazard, Coutinho, Ericsson.
What are we talking here?
Assists. Do you think these guys can compete with the likes of De Bruyne, or is it
Eriksen can.
a one-man show?
Coutinho, God no, forget that. Hazard, no, he gets
Hazard wants the goals.
Hazard wants the goals, but he gets a good mixture. But he's not high enough on either one. He gets both like 10 plus.
So do you think his biggest competition is Eriksen?
Yeah,
Eriksen.
Yeah. Eriksen will match him all the way.
And the reason is Dele Alli.
But he's been very, very poor, and he's not doing numbers.
And the reason he'd probably give for that is the fact that Harry Kane doesn't get in behind.
Yeah.
Harry Kane likes the ball to feet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once you're playing with a striker like that, it's very hard to get assists. Because Harry Kane can turn off and he could give it out again and he'll get back in the box. But you need players who get in behind if you want the assists like that, man, from someone who plays Dele Alli's position.
Right, so we're classing De Bruyne is number 1,
Mm-hmm.
Eriksen is number 2. Do you think there's anyone in that City team who can compete with De Bruyne? We've seen Sterling do well, we've seen Sane do well.
David Silva.
Goals.
David Silva.
They're more goals and assists though.
So you don't think everything's just going to originate from De Bruyne?
I think David Silva will take over.
Not as effective. No way. Take him out of that team and it's not as effective.
Yeah. And I think as well...
Look at that pass, what was the other game, where he literally...
Where he threaded it to Sane and Sane put it...
Just tapped it in.
Yeah.
That pass was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
I do think, I'd probably agree with you. I do think at this moment in time, De Bruyne is the best midfielder in the world.
That's just another player added to Mourinho's list of fuck-ups, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It might just be for the season, you never know.
No, he's not. He's like, what, so Harry Kane was a one-season wonder, now look at him.
No, but this is the thing.
These Dons ain't Aaron Ramsey, let me tell you
We've witnessed Harry Kane do it season after season, and now his
did
name...
it last season, though.
Yeah, but...
Maybe not
Not at the level he's doing at the minute.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean? He's still, was he 23, isn't he? 24? He's young. He's 20, yeah, he's 20.
Who's that?
De Bruyne, he's 23, isn't he?
I think he might be 24, but he's still young. You hit your footballing peak at what, 25, 26? And he's already
I say he's peaking right now.
So imagine. Alright, fair enough, yeah. I do think De Bruyne will probably be king of assists. But I do think Hazard's got something to say though. Fair enough, he's been more on the goals recently and he should be more centred towards his goals. But when he's playing with a player like Murat who likes getting behind, who likes to receive crosses, do you know what I mean?
Well, Morata's like the headering king.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the majority of his goals for Chelsea are headers.
If you want a 90th minute header, I think he's only got like 1 or 2 of his foot.
It was Stoke, wasn't it? Scored one was against Stoke.
The first one with his foot, he did a funny celebration.
Yeah.
But trust me, that guy, if you want to go headed goal, he is your boy. Azpilicueta and him have got a better combination.
Fabregas, or does he not play enough to be in contention?
Fabregas won't get it, but he'll get a ton of assists.
Yeah.
I think he'll get at least 15.
15?
But then like the top guy will be 20 something.
Okay. And you think De
lot,
Bruyne is going to get that 20 side?
But that's a lot. 20 something is a lot. I'm talking low 20s, but that's a lot of assists.
However, guys, Kevin De Bruyne is 26, by the way.
It's 26.
26, Jesus.
So alright, so look, he's peaking.
He is
peaking.
peaked.
Yeah, he's peaking. As footballers normally do at that age. Alright, so finally, clean sheet. Who's going to get the most clean sheets? I think your boy, Adele.
David De Gea.
I do think De Gea.
Yeah, it's a simple one.
Dave saves, hashtag it.
With a Mourinho one as well, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Norris, is he in contention?
No. I think he'll be second.
Just give David De Gea the gold glove right now.
Yeah, I think Courtois is too leaky to...
No, it's not Courtois, I think it's the team.
Yeah. My bad. Let me quick. I think the defence...
Have you got Gary Cahill in front of you? Like, God save me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel sorry for Courtois.
So that was an easy one, De Gea.
Because he is
Golden Glove.
He is easily on par with De Gea in my
Yeah,
opinion.
man. Dave saves, man.
Courtois. But with a defence like that, do you know what I mean? You can't do much.
Yeah, but let's bring it back to the game yesterday where Chelsea played Roma. He made 2 or 3 saves.
Yeah, but then he was packed out by Xhaka.
Oh, well.
So beautiful.
That's a topic for another day, though. Edin Dzeko, over or underrated? I don't want your answers yet.
Don't get me started, I've got to live.
Alright, now that we've got the Premier League out of the way, let's talk about the elite competition. Let's talk about the Champions League.
Well, hey.
Favourites?
You always have to put Real Madrid up there.
Yeah. Do you think they could do it, 3 times in a row? Or is it a bit of a push?
I don't think they'll do it this year, but it's the rule, like it's the law. You have to put them as a contender.
Yeah.
You got to put PSG up there. You just have to.
Yeah, we'll have to spend in how much.
No, exactly.
Hold on, Harry. Before you go, do you think they have the best front 3 in the world? PSG.
Yes.
That's a conversation for its own.
Yes. Full stop.
Yes or no then? For now.
That's hard. I don't know.
Yes, full stop. That's what I'm saying.
Right now. Yes, right now.
They're
Overall,
taking
I
the
couldn't
absolute
tell you.
mick.
I'd have to sit down
Yeah.
and think about that. 'Cause that's
Alright, so we
extremely
got Real Madrid, we've got PSG. Who else? Barcelona?
No.
We have to. By default, Barcelona has to be included.
They're undefeated in their group, aren't they?
Yeah. Fair enough, they struggled
So
against
are we.
Sporting Lisbon, but
The Sporting Lisbon seem to have got some nice little thing going on.
Yeah.
They're doing quite well.
I think they're gonna
One thing I'd like to say though, shout out all the English teams.
doing bits.
Undefeated.
Everyone's top of their groups, and for the very first time, I think we might see a quarterfinals where all 5 English teams.
All 5.
There's 5, yeah. So
You think all 5 are gonna reach quarterfinals?
all
No
5
chance.
will probably reach all
No
quarterfinals.
chance.
I think for the very first time in the
4's
world.
a safe bet, but 5, then you're pushing it. All it takes is like Liverpool to get Barcelona or
Real Madrid.
a team that'll finish second, not Barcelona, but you know what I mean, a good team that'll finish second. Like Atletico Madrid would, in my opinion, beat Liverpool if they got them, for example, or even Tottenham did. Atletico Madrid beat Tottenham, I think, on a good day, obviously.
You think?
But Simeone's that guy to get, you know what I mean, them riled
He
up.
will get a result. He'd get some sort of result.
Exactly.
Man City, can you put them in contention?
With Guardiola, I guess so, in the way
Yeah.
they're going this season, but
And especially with the team they have,
Yeah.
they are a Champions League squad.
isn't their group
Listen,
shit? Besides Napoli, their group's piss easy.
But it's not even that. Like, say for example in the Premier League they play Sterling on the right. In the Champions League they can replace him for Bernardo Silva.
They're top heavy.
Do you know what I mean? Like they've got an unbelievable squad, and I do think they can
Company's
compete.
always injured. You take out John Stones or Otamendi, they are fucked. Literally. Otamendi's a very good. He's become a very good defender. He's not world class, but he's a class defender. But he's like, you know, you take one of them out, that's the one thing I say they lacked in the transfer market was a centre back, and that's the most important thing. Mangala's shit.
Yeah.
Stones is Stones. Like
Company's always injured.
Exactly. So technically they've only got 2 centre backs.
Yeah.
If you put it like that.
All right, so we've got Real Madrid, PSG, Man City. I'm going to put Barcelona in there by default.
I'm put Chelsea. I'm a dick.
You're going to be Chelsea?
Yeah, I'm a dick.
Bayern Munich, yes or no?
No.
What with Hugh Pinkner's back?
In
or whatever his
Heinkes,
name is.
with Heinkes, yeah. But I need them to get to the last 16 and whoever they play.
How much they beat Celtic yesterday?
3.
3-0.
But Celtic,
Yeah. What? 3-0 convincing win?
but Celtic.
All right. Anyone else? Any underdogs that you think could Napoli possibly do it?
No,
No?
God no. Juventus won't either. Like Juventus, I'd expect when they played Barcelona, I thought they'd beat them like 1-0 or draw. They got opened up, and opening up Juventus is a very hard thing.
Yeah.
So I thought they're lacking something, despite them having a 10 out of 10 window, in my opinion. But
Adele, your opinion on Man United's chances?
bear in mind what you said earlier.
Like I said, we're going to hit the quarterfinals. We're probably going to get someone that I don't want to have. But if again, it's all down to the roll of the dice. If we can get some teams where we can find our quality against, but who knows? Maybe we can find ourselves in a semi-final or a final. But again, it all comes down to the roll of the dice.
Where's the final this year being played? I don't even know.
Oh, this is horrible, boys. We don't even know where the finals.
All I know is next year it's at Atletico Madrid Stadium.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some teams, and I want you lot to just tell me like what their chances are. So we've got top of Group E. We're going in that weird order. Is Liverpool? What's their chances?
In the
Champions League
quarterfinals at the furthest.
Quarterfinals.
Right. Group F is Man City. What's their chances? They could potentially win it. Semi-finals, quarters.
Semis. I'll give them semis.
I'd say they're a semi-final team.
It's in Ukraine, the final.
No, it's not. It's Cardiff.
Shout out to the Ukraine. Big up.
17-18, yeah, man.
Top of Group G is Besiktas. What's their chances?
You know what? I'm going to say it. They've had the best transfer window of any club.
You think?
Yep. Pepe was a fantastic signing. Gary Medel, great signing. Negredo. Actually, I don't know. I haven't really heard much about Negredo.
Ryan Barbel, however you want to call him.
Been there for a while though.
I don't know. I think he joined this season.
Who? What? Besiktas?
Played
Yeah.
last season.
Oh, was it 2 seasons ago?
He's been there for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say that. But yeah, I haven't heard about Negredo, but I'm sure that's a solid signing. But I know like the 2 defensive boys, fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they got a sick striker in Tosin. Like, goodness me, like last night he was killing it.
Yeah.
Or the other night, whatever it was.
How about Group H? They've got Real Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur, and Borussia Dortmund.
When I looked at that group when Tottenham were drawn into it,
I said third Tottenham. But
I said Tottenham were out, but they've
joined top at the
proven.
moment.
everyone
I'd
wrong.
expect Real Madrid to go top, but if Tottenham do it, I'll be like, that's the greatest miracle in their history. But also Dortmund, what a mess.
Yeah.
Like they lost. They did some good signings like Yarmolenko and all them lot. Like that's a class signing.
They shouldn't have let Dembele go.
Hey mate, at that price, anyone he can go fucking. Like he's a loss, but like goodness me, that was it 105 million or I don't know a lot. It was
it was over 100 million.
Like 98 million pounds. Like, I don't know. It's a silly amount of money. I'd have let him go. But their issues stem to like Berkey and goal.
But the team that will finish first in that group should be Real Madrid.
Should be, but if Tottenham do it, it'll be like the way they played against Real Madrid. I think, you know what, fair enough if they did somehow nick it, but I don't expect them to. If they do that, Real Madrid will not be winning the Champions League in my opinion. If Tottenham can source them, it says it all.
Yeah. How about Group A? Group A's United, your boys.
If they don't finish top, they should be like sacked. The whole team should be like released.
I agree.
I think here's a group. Group B. PSG are top. They've won every single game. They've got Bayern Munich, Celtic, and Anderlecht. It's between Bayern Munich and PSG, but I think PSG will edge it.
PSG will go top. PSG will win the rest of the games except for the Bayern game, where I think they'll probably draw it.
Yeah.
Because Heinkes is a serious man. If he loses that game, I'll be quite surprised. I don't expect him to win it because it's PSG. He's going to have to like deal with 3 of the best players in the world right now. So, but overall, I expect him to win every other game except for the Bayern game.
Shout out to my brother. He said a Man City PSG final.
Shit.
What are you not thinking? Possible?
Yeah, it could happen.
El Clasico, as some call it.
It could happen.
I don't know.
That's a final that should have happened a long time ago.
It's an exciting final.
Because they're both rich clubs and...
So PSG are going to do it this year, finally get to a final.
Yeah.
Possibly.
They got semi-finals last year, didn't they?
Cool.
Listen, didn't they wrap Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah,
Comfy.
How poor were Bayern Munich?
Fair enough, but you still beat Bayern Munich 3-0.
Ancelotti's top tactics, that game was shocking, and that's a first for him, in my opinion.
Alright, so bearing in mind PSG are probably going to finish first that group. What's Bayern Munich's chances?
Easy second.
Yeah? But where do you think they'll progress to?
Last 16.
Quarters, depending on it. No, you know what? I can't even say because it depends who they get. If they've got a Premier League team, they'd beat them. Well, depending what the team is, obviously. If they've got like City, Chelsea, possibly United. United. I don't think they'd beat them. But then again, it's Heinkes. He's got the record and all the records in the Bundesliga. When he won the treble, that Bayern Munich team was like up there with the Barcelona of 08, 9, whatever you want to call it. Real Madrid 13, 14 onwards. Do you know what I mean? That team was lethal.
Yeah.
But then again, you could say that this team isn't technically his. But then again, because it's got fantastic squad depth. It's got great players.
No, I do agree. I
don't know. I couldn't tell that if I'm honest with you.
Group C, our boys. They're top at the moment, ahead by 2 points.
It'll be Chelsea. I'm going to say Atletico. I think they're going to overturn it. But they need. I don't think they'll beat us at Stamford Bridge, but they'll beat Roma at Atletico, and they'll beat Karabag, obviously. But it's a shocking they didn't beat Karabag in Azerbaijan. That is a shocking result.
Yeah.
But Roma, don't sleep on them. Chelsea top though, 100%.
What's Chelsea's chances in the Champions League?
Quarters plus.
I personally think Chelsea have a higher chance of winning the Champions League than the Premier League. Honestly.
Oh yeah, I do.
It's not impossible.
Yesterday was a blip. We were so shit in the second half.
Yeah.
But the quality against Atletico, if you replicate that, no team would beat you. That was Conte being A+++.
Yeah.
Problem is in the Premier League, it's not really transitioning yet. Up and down in the Prem.
Final group, Group D, Barcelona, Juventus, Sporting, Olympiacos.
That order exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it currently is. Barcelona top with 9. Juventus second with 6. Sporting
I think the top 2 will win all their games, bar playing one another. So I think Barcelona might beat Juventus again.
Yeah.
Or Juventus will beat Barcelona.
Yeah.
No, it's one of those hard ones, really.
Yeah. As much as I want to say Sporting will progress, it's not going to happen, is it?
No, of course not.
With teams like Barcelona and Juventus, with all the money they've got.
Europa League.
Yeah. But if they get Europa League, as long as it... You know what it is? For Sporting Lisbon, it's just more like a financial standpoint. The further you go to Champions League, the more money you win. I think that's Sporting's aim. They know they're not going to win it.
At least they're not the joke team anymore. We're getting 12-1 by
Bayern. All right. Leave it out, yeah? Alright, so boys, who do you think is going to win? Champions League, right now. If you had to put... I gave you both £10 each to go to the bookies. I don't promote betting, by the way. Kids, don't bet. Don't listen
Better
to
way.
Viva. I gave you both £10 each. Who you putting your money on?
Paris
Right
Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain. PSG.
Yeah.
Put on PSG.
Wow, both you
Yeah.
PSG.
Even though I don't think they'll win it, you know what I mean. I can't. Right now, going off right now.
You know what? I'm gonna say Real Madrid to get third.
No way.
I think Real Madrid. Fair enough, they drew against Tottenham, but they could have won that game. Same way Tottenham could have won it. I think Real Madrid are probably favourites.
Yeah, it's Tottenham. Like Real Madrid should be like 2-0 them.
Yeah.
Simplistically.
I agree, but they're having a bit of a down in their current form. At least negative results, whatever. But they're a good team. They have arguably the best player at the moment, who's probably going to win his what was it now 4th or 5th Ballon d'Or.
5th.
He's probably going to win that. They've got likes of Bale, they've got Isco, they've got Modric, who I think is the best centre mid overall.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? They've got probably the best centre back in the world. No? Well,
not even close.
in my opinion. They've got a brilliant keeper in Navas. Do you know what I mean? And they've won it 2 years in a row. Why shouldn't they be favourites?
Good point.
Do you know what I mean?
But
So that's who I'm putting my money on.
I just think that teams have an agenda against them.
Of course, especially when you've won it 2 years in a row. What's the first time someone's done it?
So I think one team's just they're gonna go through the knockout stage, and one team's literally just gonna park the bus against them, nick a 1-0.
Yeah, but with the talent they have, do you not think that? But with the talent they have, do you not think they're able to shoot past that bus? They'll destroy that bus. So you've got players coming off the bench like Asensio. They bought what Ceballos. Like these are good players. Fair enough, they're young, but they're amazing. Kovacic. You telling me that's what I'm saying. I do think it's going to be Real Madrid, but I do think the likes of PSG will contest. I think Man City will contest, especially with having a manager like Pep Guardiola. He's done it before. Man City are playing similar football to what Barcelona played beforehand, which is a bit difficult with English players. But yeah, like I said, I think it'll be Real Madrid. If I had to put £10 right now, I'd do Real Madrid. Staying on topic with the Champions League, top goal scorer.
Ronaldo or someone.
Ronaldo.
Messi.
Ooh.
You can't say anyone else. You really can't.
Harry Kane.
Oh my god.
No.
You're right.
No chance.
And the reason I'd say so is
He's top scorer right now. They're like Messi. No, it's not. It's.
I think it is.
Is it?
So alright, let's go through them. Neymar, Mbappe, or Cavani. Any of them?
No.
You think they've got a chance?
Messi or Ronaldo. That's it.
Lewandowski.
No.
Mbappe and Neymar actually they stand a chance.
Mbappe will be up there. He's got a very good record. It's like 8 and 9, isn't it? Yeah.
All I know is just the highest scoring teenager in the Champions League.
That's all this bullshit
At the minute, top scorers at the minute is Harry Kane and Cristiano Ronaldo, 5 goals each.
Yeah,
So they're already hitting 5 goals.
Ronaldo will get it.
Yeah. For Ronaldo's probably, unless he gets injured, which I hope he doesn't.
He won't.
But yeah, Ronaldo's easily the favourite. I'd agree with you lot. But I do think So how about someone from Man City? If we're projecting them to go so far,
They're like a Chelsea team.
Gabriel.
They get quite a few
Maybe.
goals.
But yeah, no, I think that goals will come from all angles of that pitch.
Okay.
Exactly.
But that's one of the positives to their game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Goals can come from
Gabriel and
anywhere.
Aguero are getting the most, but like goals come from every
Yeah.
corner. Like there's no doubt.
So this is quite easy then. We're all saying Ronaldo. Yeah, Adele?
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright, we've spoken about Premier League, spoken about Champions League. I want your winners of the top leagues in Europe. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to be like
Name
the
the
French
league.
league.
Yeah.
You lot tell me who you think is going to be top and who you think is going to be the top goal scorer in that league.
Well, half these leagues you already know what the answer is.
Well, we're going to have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Number 1, French league. Harry first.
PSG.
Yeah? Top goal scorer.
Don't even think about it. Top goal scorer, I'm going to go with Cavani.
Alright. Cavani?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
PSG and I'm saying Neymar.
So you're all leaving out my boy, Mbappe. You don't think Mbappe's going to be top?
No.
Wow. Alright. So,
He'll be amongst it.
but how about the likes of Falcao? Who's
Yeah.
found himself at Monaco again? Why can't he be up there?
But it's Monaco.
Alright, fair enough.
They're doing well, but they're not as good as last season at all.
Yeah.
Like nowhere near.
Who do you think's PSG's closest competitor in the league? Monaco?
Monaco
but
and
that's
Nice.
like
Nice?
Oh,
Leon?
don't
No?
put Nice up there. Don't put Leon up there. Don't
No?
insult
So
me.
it's Monaco, period. Germany?
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich? Top goal scorer?
Probably put Lewandowski. Or maybe in Aubameyang. Aubameyang last season got it. I can say Lewy though. I'll say Lewy.
Okay.
I'm
Close.
saying-
Who do you think... Hold on, Adele. Who do you think's they're going to be their closest competitor. Dortmund?
Leipzig. Dortmund's
Leipzig.
like Dortmund are regressing back to how they were like 20, 15
They're
years
going
ago.
to need financial aid soon again, isn't
I
it?
know, they need a bloody game against Bayern Munich to make some money.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Adele.
I'm saying Bayern Munich to win that league again.
Obviously.
Again.
These
well
leagues are all
said.
trash.
And go over Birmingham.
Alright.
That's a fair shot.
Fair. It's a fair shout. Spain.
Barcelona.
I do think it's Barcelona's year.
They'll win the league, but I don't think they'll win the Champions League, for example. Like, they'll go for one or the other, and I'm going to say league. They're already Real Madrid are stuttering in the league, aren't they? Quite badly.
Yeah.
I think Barca to win the league. I'm saying top goal scorer Ronaldo again.
I think Ronaldo. I think it's Messi's year. I think Messi.
Yeah, I think Messi might do it.
I think it's Messi's year. So none of you lot are tipping Real Madrid. Of course, they've had a bad start, but none of you think.
No.
Going back to your League One thing,
Yeah.
Falcao's on 12 and Cavani's on 8.
What did I say, boys?
Neymar's
Falcao.
on 6 and Mbappe is not even on here. I don't see
Alright.
Mbappe. So, but yeah, no. So yeah, I'm sticking with Cavani, but Falcao's killing
Yeah.
it. Sorry, but yeah, go on.
Who was your top goal scorer for the Spanish league?
I said Messi as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
always
I
it's
agree
always
with
Messi up thing. Like these leagues are just so one team, two team oriented.
Yeah.
Well, Spanish league's 2 team, but French and German are 1.
Yeah.
Same with Italy in a sense.
Italy.
Juventus.
No, it's going to be my boy. It's going to be Napoli this year.
I'll put a £10 bet of you right now. Napoli won't win it.
Maybe not, because Juventus always do it, innit? But I think Napoli.
I want another team to win it, but
Yeah.
let's be real here. Who's going to win it?
Yeah.
Juventus. Top scorer is going to be. I'm going to say Icardi.
Icardi.
He's my
Immobile's doing well.
Icardi will
Mertens.
be top scorer.
I'm going with Juventus.
Oh, you're not so boring,
But
man.
I'm
You've got to
saying
be
top goal
boring. Let's be
scorer
realistic here.
Buffon.
If I want a team to win it,
Buffon, top goal scorer. Yeah, you
No, I'm
lost your
joking.
mind.
I'm joking.
Okay, no.
I'm joking. Top goal scorer Dres Martins.
Yeah, that's a shout. He won it last year, didn't he? Top goal scorer.
Yeah. He did like 14.
And to be fair, you know what it is? Yeah, that team's amazing. The attacking football they play, second to none. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the defensive is shocking at times.
It's not too bad. It's just, but it
It's like
comes down to
City.
just scoring more than
They
you
like
can
to
see.
pass around the back, and do you know how many times you see them lose it?
Mm.
If Chelsea was marking that high up and the ball falls to Morata, guess what he's putting that top corner? Ronaldo's going to put that top corner.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't fuck around like that. I like that football, but when you're doing that stupid passing shit, it might look pretty.
And they
but
did
when you
lose
lose
to
the
City.
ball, exactly.
And
When
they
you
did
lose the
lose to
ball,
City.
City are doing the same thing though. They're both
Yeah.
bad as each other. I don't like that stuff.
I'm gonna say Napoli. I think they're my favourite team in the Italian league at
I
the
mean, they are
moment.
undefeated, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But still,
And maybe Mertens, maybe Higuain. I think Higuain's got
the
points to
Juventus
prove.
freight train will just come through and smash them off the tracks. They always
Yeah.
do. Like Roma was it 2 seasons ago? They went 12 games, 11 games unbeaten. Played
Yeah.
Juventus, lost, and then they started to go downhill. Juventus went up again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It happens every year.
My league, Portugal. Go on. Say it.
I'd say
I'm not.
Lisbon
I'm,
for the first time ever.
Porto.
Lisbon.
Porto. They're top at the moment.
I'd say Lisbon.
Yeah. Big Spawn. Top goal scorers. Hopefully you don't know.
Bas Dost.
Bastos.
My boy.
Abu Bakar fan.
Actually, do you know what?
He's doing bits.
Abu Bakr, actually, I take that back. I
Yeah,
forgot
he's
about Abu
doing
Bakr.
bits. Porto
Abu
playing good
Bakr is
football.
mad.
Yeah.
But he's been all over the shop.
Yeah.
He's been like a few.
And you know what it is, yeah? They've got 3 good strikers. They've got Morega, they've got Abu Bakr, and they've got that Suarez as well.
That Suarez kid is good.
Ooh, they can all score goals. They can all score goals. Fair enough. But yeah, no, I hope it's Sport Lisbon. But at the moment, the way Porto are moving, fair enough. They had the little slip in the Champions League. Porto have to be favourites. Benfica they don't look like they've signed enough players.
Having a bit. Well, it's not an issue of players, in my opinion. But it's just they're having a bit of like a crisis.
Yeah. And you know what it is as well with Benfica recently? They've been losing players, but they haven't been signing to match.
Half the fucking league is under their books.
Well, they're obviously not good enough to play for
Bruv,
Benfica.
if I play FIFA and I try sign a Don in the Portuguese league, guess who owns him? Bloody Benfica.
Yeah.
Honestly, that league is shocking.
Yeah.
So irritating.
Any other leagues you don't want to mention?
Turkey.
Turkey,
Besiktas. obviously.
Besiktas, yeah.
But I'm interested how they did in the Champions League.
Top.
Their groups.
They haven't lost yet, have they?
No, 3 wins, three
Wow.
games, 3 wins. Their group is not hard, but in terms of the teams in there, it's a very good competition. Like, it's a group of death for that level of teams.
Yeah.
Monaco, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
But Besiktas are killing it. And I'd like to see them go top and play a reasonable team, because I think that'd be extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Don't expect them to go far, but I'd like them to see how they fare.
Yeah.
Because that team's got some power behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Barbell's turning back the years, isn't he? Kresma's
It's like Kresma. Kresma's what, 32
Yeah,
or
but
something?
Kresma's
Something
like
bits.
God. Kresma's God.
Russian League.
I don't get on that. It's like fucking Zenit. Or
Zenit.
Spartak.
Yeah.
No, Spartak are doing shit actually. Zenit, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely Zenit.
Any more leagues you don't want to mention?
Holland.
Holland.
Oh,
See, that's the tough one.
I'll say
Because we
Ajax.
saw Feyenoord win it last year. They're not winning it this year.
No, they're having a bit of a mare. I mean,
You got PSV, you got Ajax.
I think Ajax are more of the favourites this year. Like they've kept Dolberg and stuff. I don't know why. I thought he'd leave because he's so sick.
He's still young though,
He's
and he should
18.
stay a couple more years.
He's like an underrated Mbappe type. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Gets goals and stuff.
yeah, it's
Not
definitely
as-
PSV.
not as- You think PSV?
PSV Eindhoven, definitely.
Yeah. Scotland, yeah.
Motherwell.
Kilmarnock.
Well, currently Celtic are top with Aberdeen, I think it is,
Really?
which is surprising.
Wow. But that league is just always Celtic, isn't it?
They need to delete that league and put it in the.
There's not much
They
competition.
need to mix it with the English league.
Yeah.
That is a shambolic. It's just pointless. That league. It's banner.
As you lot can all see, like Harry doesn't like his Scottish league. That's for sure.
There's a lot of bad leagues in the world, but that I think is the worst. It's just a waste of time.
Fair enough. All right. So for the last 5 to 10 minutes, I want to dedicate this time for you lot. I want you lot to bring any topics to the table. Is there anything you don't want to talk about? Anything currently happening in football?
AC Milan. What's your view on
Oh
their transfer?
my
their
God.
transfer
Remember,
window?
you only got 5 to 10 minutes, so make it snappy.
I mean, we can talk about this another day, but keep it snappy on the.
Do you think they're a loser in the transfer market?
Fucking
Yeah.
winner.
1000%.
So you
Loser?
think they're a loser? See, we're gonna have to leave this for another day. But quickly, thoughts, AC Milan then,
In the transfer window?
just in general.
Good takeover because Berlusconi was just a piece of shit. Fucking great signings. My issue with it though, a lot of them, 2 or 3 of them are at least loanees, so Kessie and Kalinic.
Yeah.
Which is just, I don't like that. I don't like the Italian league loan system. It's
Yeah.
just corrupt as fuck. But yeah, no, fantastic signings. You see the potential, but it's just, I don't know, it lacks. So I'm going to say like it might be another manager thing.
I was gonna say, do you think that's the right manager for the team?
I think so. He's a good manager. Who's the manager?
Inzaghi, innit?
It's the Inzaghi. Is it?
Yeah, because remember, there's brothers.
I know the other one's like Lazio. Alright, but yeah, maybe it's a manager. I don't know. But then again, like the season just gone, they were a good team, but they didn't have individuals. They were like shit.
Yeah.
They were a good team. But this year they've got a lot more individuals, but they seem to be all right. But then again, Inter got Spalletti. Spalletti's a good guy.
And Inter's got a good team regardless.
They
They have
always
a
do.
good team.
It's just I think this season they bought well, reasonably well.
Yeah.
But like, and they got rid of like some shitty players like Gabriel Barbosa. Fucking.
He's at Benfica, by the
I
way.
know. I hope he does well because I like him. But
Yeah.
my God, what a shit signing! He is rubbish.
Adele, your quick thoughts on AC Milan?
I think they're a loser in the transfer market, clearly just because of my expectations of them. AC
Okay.
Milan are, growing up, AC Milan was one of those clubs.
I'm gonna
Like
be
I
completely
said,
honest, I don't even know anything. Like, your expectations are crazy. The people you feel are going to win the league, and the people you feel are going to win the game. I don't even know what to think anymore.
No, because-
What do you smoke before coming?
with AC Milan, like I said earlier, one of my favourite defenders was Paolo Maldini. I grew up on those sort of players, Nesta, Pirlo, Dida in goal,
And you think that generation has gone
Crespo,
and they haven't been able
Shevchenko.
to...
Yeah, and that whole era has not been rebuilt. Nothing's been replaced. So when I saw this transfer window, when they've been taken over by a good consortium,
Yeah.
and all this money's been flooded into the club, and they're making all these signings, I thought, yes, AC Milan are back.
Yeah, they are 10th. 4 wins, 4 losses.
They are 10th.
-1 goal.
And you're telling me they're not a loser in this market?
I think
Come
in terms
on.
of FIFA, yeah.
Oh,
in terms of
yeah,
FIFA, they're a
FIFA,
winner.
hard, fam.
If you use them on FIFA, they're a winner. But for how they're performing, they could be classified as losers. But let's leave that for another day.
But they are starting like that. I mean, it's hard, but that Crotone kid over like the likes of Kalinic and Andre Silva.
Which is, let's not even
See, that's
bring
what
that
I'm saying.
up.
It's a
Yeah.
manager thing. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? He's hard. He's like,
Yeah.
he's gonna
He's
be.
promising, yeah.
He's gonna be a top guy in a few years, but still, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you don't fuck around. And then you see him in the Europa League, and they're
Yeah.
starting this super strong team. It's like, why aren't you? What are you focusing
But
on
if,
here?
that could be his main focus is Europa League.
I know, but like finishing fucking it's fucking like, they'll probably finish like 7th, let's say.
Yeah.
So, top 6, but like still, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
But that league is, you can never really. That league's always up and down.
We only ever know one team, and that's Juventus, isn't it? We
Yeah.
only know that Juventus are probably going to win it. Hopefully it's Napoli, but
I think the Champions League in that thing will be Juventus, Napoli, and Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Because they've all
I do want to see Inter back on track. I do. I've had a thing for Inter since Figo went there.
They haven't been good since 2010.
Yeah.
They've been shit since then. Literally dropped off.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well done. First ever podcast completed. I just want to say a big thank you for you lots for coming down. Hopefully this will be an every week thing.
Yep.
Big shout out to our other class member who wasn't able to make it today. He will be here next week. And just want to give a big round of applause to everyone. Well done. And we'll see you again next week. Adele, any last words?
Yeah, follow us on the social accounts at Seasons Pod, # Seasons Podcast. Also follow the Facebook at Seasons Podcast. So until another week, we out. Peace.